Hey everyone, my name is Robert, and I'm here bringing you another Gran Turismo YouTube video under my channel, Bopachino. I'm still very new to creating videos, but I'm hoping to get better to provide you with the best possible content while I bring you on my journey to becoming a race car driver. I am also planning on creating other videos such as car reviews, track days, and days where I just have fun with my car. This week's Daily Race C has us at Dragon Trail Gardens for 13 laps, where we are required to use both the medium and hard compound tires. Starting in 6th place with a fairly nice mixture of cars in this race, unlike what is happening in this week's Daily Race B, where everyone is using the 1993 Alfa Romeo 155. I'm trying something new with this video, so let me know in the comments what you think of how it was put together. I have a love-hate relationship with this chicane. The fastest way around this section is to straddle the sausage curbs, but if you get it wrong, it could really end up ruining your race. So I like to go just on the outside of them, which may be slightly slower, but I can consistently get around them with very little issues. Both Brazilians go too deep into the turn, giving me the opportunity to pass. But now a sizable gap has opened up in front of me, while I have the Brazilians now breathing down my neck trying to regain their positions. It is, however, very early in the race, so there is no need to focus on defending. Just keep pushing and attack every corner. Or at least that's what I thought the strategy should be. But this being my first attempt at this race, I was not expecting how quickly the tires would begin to wear out, really affecting my ability to control the car through each lap. The guys up ahead are still in sight, which is good. Has turn 1 been good for you? Because it still is an odd turn for me. Everything says just put your foot to the floor, but I know you have to slow down at just the right position to get the car to rotate enough. Otherwise, you'll end up on the grass. There we go. The chicane has helped me get closer to the drivers in front and pull away from the drivers behind. Just barely missing Speed Racer's bumper in the Porsche. Now we can try and work together with the American ahead to hopefully begin pulling away from those behind us. Doodle doing a good job at being consistent, but it seems even Speed Racer has trouble in turn 1 as well, and unfortunately because of my poor positioning, I end up having to slow down to allowing the Brazilians to catch up. Only 3 laps in, and my tires have really started to wear out. It seems like the Porsche boys are equally matched, because neither of us can seem to make a move. big hit from the Brazilian, but luckily I'm able to recover quickly and keep my position. He then loses the position to a fellow Canadian. The chicane opening up some space. The Canadian behind me just kamikazed himself into the corner and then magically reappeared around the turn onto my bumper. Is this guy a magician? Because he disappeared then reappeared to purposely push me wide, slowing me down so he could pass. No point in trying to get him back. It might just ruin my race also. I don't think I should risk using these tires any longer, so time to go into the pits. Brazilian and I go into the pits at the same time. I really haven't been fuel saving at all, so I will need some gas. And I just come out ahead of the Brazilian. Tires are still a bit cold and I haven't practiced on them at all, so this should be interesting. Going way too slow here, and now SF Ribas is really on me. Most of the people in front have now gone into the pits, moving me back up to 5th position. But the gap to 4th is huge. All I can do now is try to hold my position and make as few mistakes as possible. way too wide on this turn, giving Daniel the opportunity to pass in the Corvette, which is really quick down the straights, so I may have some difficulty. And he really knows how to take turn 1, which I'm still struggling to get correctly. I'll just need to try to keep within the slipstream to get pulled closer, which is easier said than done, especially on this track. Now he was able to pull away, but so was I from Rabius behind. I feel like I'm in no man's land, just stranded in the middle with big gaps in front and behind me. Two more laps to go. The gap in front is starting to come down. He must be having a hard time managing his tires. I got a little too excited and made a slight mistake, but we will continue to push. Last lap. think he's having a really hard time with his tires. That 2-second gap has quickly turned to nothing. I try not to hit him, but because of my exit, I end up bump drafting him. He leaves space on the inside. He should see me on his radar as I enter the turn, but nope, he turns in on me, nearly taking me out. But we recover. We only really have 2 turns left to make a move. He goes on the outside, and I take the inside. I pass him going for the typical wide turn. He clearly sees me pass him, and still continues to turn on me, ruining his race. But now I have 2 Americans on my tail. I take the turn like I normally would to get the most speed out of the exit. Max, behind me, pushes too hard and ends up on the grass. And the race is over. Delius, who was way up ahead, has a 1-minute penalty, moving him down and allowing us to move into 3rd position. But we did it, a podium finish. I hope there will be many more of these as we progress. I appreciate you watching this far. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have a few more seconds, let me know in the comments if you think that accident with the Brazilian could have been avoided with the same outcome.